What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope everyone is doing good. Today we're going to be working on this 96 Honda Accord, which had already been here for a wheel hub replacement that I did a couple weeks ago, so go check out the video on that. But today we're going to be pretty much doing almost a whole front end makeover, I guess, if you will, because we got two control arms here, sway bar links, the two ball joints, one tie rod because I had to put the other one on there to be able to drive it over here, and then the two lower control arms. So by the end of this video, this whole front end on this car is pretty much going to be brand new. So let's get right to it. All right, so to be able to do this job, I'm going to have to pretty much just take this whole knuckle out of here, which means freeing it from the caliper, upper ball joint, lower ball joint, tie rod, and then also this axle nut, because I'm gonna have to have it out here to be able to service the lower ball joint, and then it'll just make everything easier to replace as well. Alright guys, you just see me turn the wheel. That way I have more access to hit the ball joint on this side. And the easiest way I know to pop the lower ball joint out of place is to use the jack. And so what you do is you put the lip of this like little platform here right underneath the rotor, and then you lift up and create the tension under here, and then you just hit the lower ball joint a couple times with a sledgehammer or just a heavy hammer, and then it pops out way easier than not using the jack at all. And also another tip is to leave the tie rod in. That way when you lift up on here, it doesn't move left and right on you. It just stays where it's at. Alright guys, so on this lower ball joint on the driver's side, it's actually doing me a huge favor, because since I worked on this last time, everything's pretty soft on here. But hey, good for me, it's less hard work that I have to do. But yeah, now that that's out of place, I'm gonna get this tie rod here and then the upper ball joint, and then we should be able to just pull this out of here. Alright guys, now that I got this knuckle out of the way, I can show you just how bad everything is. Like, look at it. This has, that upper ball joint's not really providing any value to the car whatsoever. Neither is this tie rod here. The boot's just all ripped up, and frankly this just feels all wobbly too. And then as far as the lower ball joint, same thing, nothing at all. Boot's all torn, no grease left. So as you can see, it definitely needs all the parts that we're going to be replacing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with all the easy stuff first, like the tie rod, upper ball joint, and then from there I think I'll move on to the end links, and then remove the radius rod here. That way we can take care of the lower control arm, and then from there we'll go ahead and move on to the ball joint last.
Perfect.
Alright guys, as you've seen, I had a little bit of trouble using the ball joint kit because there's just no room for the cups to sit on this side of it, but I should be able to use it to put it back on. So I just reverted to the method of putting this socket over it just so it could fit like this on top of it, and then just hit it out. Although I was able to start it with the kit, and then I just finished it off with the sledge and then this thing around the ball joint. Alright guys, the lower ball joint is on here. Looks really good. Now we can take the knuckle and throw it back on the car, and then after that it should be done because we got all the other new pieces on there. So after that, the driver's side should be done, and then we can move on to the passenger side. Alright guys, I got both sides done. I didn't record this passenger side because obviously everything is the exact same, but everything is tightened down. Now I just got to put the wheels back on, and then I think I'm gonna have to jump it again because the battery is just completely dead. But after that, then we'll be able to take it off the stands and then go for a quick test drive.